This game is really good. I mean, it's not one of the best games I've ever played in my life, and I don't quite understand the hype to it fully, but you know what? It's still a really damn good game. Splatoon is the next big Wii U game and the next potential IP to be brought from us from Nintendo, and yeah, I can actually see this kicking off. You basically run around and splat as much shit as you can with weapons that use ink, and honestly, there's not much else to say on that front. What's awesome is that even though I think the multiplayer is where this game shines, the single player and multiplayer elements of this game are actually completely different and both provide a completely different experience for any player. Single player has you play in a pretty formulaic story mode with great third-person shooting challenges, and even a few boss battles that truly test you on every unique game mechanic, while online mode allows you to take what you learnt in single player to test your ability to work together and cover as much of the stage in ink as possible with many awesome weapons, while using your platforming and third-person shooting techniques to help keep you alive against your opponents. And the way that the opponents in online matches are actually just a tricky obstacle for you to overcome instead of the main objective that you have to kill is fresh and exciting. As far as third-person shooting goes, overall it's pretty straightforward, but with the inking mechanic, a lot of cool ideas are explored. Anytime in the game, you can become a squid to allow you to quickly travel through ink on any surface, along with gliding and jumping between ink, hiding away from enemies, and refilling your ink counter. And then working around the squid mechanics to then become a kid and test your power-ups and shooting ability makes for exciting and intense gameplay in single or multiplayer, with many ways to explore and fly around each map to figure out the best ways to conquer each. What's also great is that single player offers incentives for exploring to allow you to find different blueprints for new weapons, and even though that's the only main thing between the two modes that correlate, I actually think that it's great that single player upgrading and multiplayer purchasing and upgrading don't actually correlate at all. Not only providing a fair and equal game for any player who possibly can't access online, but also not allowing those who solely play online to exploit the single player to make it easier, or vice versa. It's also great how the two modes do enough differently to justify the lack of link in between them as well. It's also worth saying that the controller's fantastic and it's bright, loud, and colourful fun from the second you start. For a few things that bugged me though, well, call me a dick or whatever, but I did find some of the dialogue in this game slightly obnoxious and a little bit annoying. As for the biggest kicker for me though, the lack of any kind of chat feature in the hugely predominant online mode is a huge hindrance if you ask me. Because even though every match is chaotic and dynamic enough as it is, and it's more based around going more apeshit than the other team, it sucks that you can't at least talk to your random team members to try and strategize your play. I played many matches in this game where all of my other teammates with completely different weapons would be in the exact same place covering no ground at all. And whenever opponent teams did that and we were lucky enough to work around this limitation, it seemed like our victory was totally unfair. Especially in an online game where teamwork is the main method of winning. In the UK, this game hasn't even released at full retail price, so for the amount of game that you get at that discount, wow, it's really good. But that's all I can really say. It's good. I haven't had my life changed by it in any way, I may not come back to it all the damn time, and I do have a few frustrating issues with it, but you know what? It's still a damn good game, and I had a lot of fun when I played it. And it's a really nice, fresh distraction from all the other more serious modern games out there on the market today. And by the way, if you think that you'll be interested in this, you probably will be. If you like what you've seen from gameplay videos, or trailers, or reviews that you've watched, if you like what you see, I'd say pick this game up, because what you see is what you get.